Hey girlfriends, welcome back for some more No Food Real Goodness. Today we're talking all about weight change. So I want to know, have you ever felt stressed, frustrated, or anxious about noticing a sort of change or fluctuation in your weight? If the answer was yes to any of those, then today's video is all up for you about how to handle weight change when starting intuitive eating. I'm sharing with you my top 5 tips on how to cope with that. Let's do it. Okay, tip number 1 is to give your body permission to change. Now, a lot of people want to know, okay, Colleen, what's going to happen when I start intuitive eating? Am I going to gain all this weight? Am I going to lose weight? Am I going to maintain weight? So I'm going to link to a blog post below in the notes for today's video on how you can kind of gauge what might happen when you start intuitive eating. So you can go down to the link below to all the notes for today's video and grab that. But what I want you guys to understand is that your body is never going to be the exact same at 2 moments in time, okay? Your body's gonna change every hour, every day, every week. It's never going to be exactly the same. So it's important to get your right mindset and understand and give your body permission to make those changes. We might drink more water one day and that could change the weight. We could have more muscle at one point in our lives. Maybe our weight just needs to change as we age, okay? So set yourself up for success in understanding that your body is going to change and that's okay, and give it the permission to do that. I think giving your body and yourself permission to do so many things is so huge in your psychological behavior of accepting those changes. So right off the bat, tip number 1 is to give your body permission to change, whatever that might be, and that will help you handle those fluctuations that happen, like I said, day to day, hour to hour. You'll be able to handle them and cope with them so much better. Okay, tip number 2 is to ditch the scale. Guys, I can't tell you enough how much I preach you've got to get rid of the scale. The number on that scale does absolutely nothing for you, okay? Let's say it again. The number on the scale does nothing for you, okay? So get rid of the scale because like I said, our weights are going to change. It could be a season of your life may be different than a previous season of your life. It could be, to be honest, it could be because you did or did not poop that day, okay? Just being honest here. All of those things are so many factors that affect the number on the scale, and the scale does not take those fluctuations and the reasonings for that into play. So make your life a lot easier and say ditch the scale. Say it with me now, ditch the scale, okay? Okay, so the third tip is all about having a great support system, okay? So I want you to make sure that you do a few things right now. Go through social media and do yourself a social media detox. Yes, it's kind of funny I'm saying that word, but really get yourself rid of anyone who doesn't make you feel fabulous, who makes you feel inferior, or who makes you feel self-conscious. Get rid of them. If it's someone who you know but still kind of triggers you and gives you that little bit of comparisonitis, you can go ahead and, like on Instagram, mute them. You don't have to necessarily unfollow them if it's going to cause a big ruckus, but just get rid of that negativity from your life, okay? And make sure that you guys also have people that you can always go to talk to about these things. So have a couple girlfriends or guy friends that you can talk to when you're just feeling blah about weight changes, okay? Surround yourself with this positivity. And also make sure that you are your own support system too. So I always tell my clients and the girls in my program to talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend, or talk to yourself like your 99-year-old self would talk to you. Would they care about those weight changes with intuitive eating? Nope, my guess is not. Okay, so make sure you have a really good support system and put that into play. Our 4th tip is body appreciation. So let's be honest, you are never going to look in the mirror every single day and be like, you look fabulous. but you can always appreciate your body, okay? So that's the key thing here, is to appreciate your body. So what I want you to do is go to your journal. You guys, if you follow me, if you've been in any of my programs or work with me, you know I'm obsessed with journaling, because you're actually 42% more likely to make progress if you physically write it down. Take note of that. So go ahead, grab a journal. You have my permission to go to Target and pick out the cutest one. That's what I do. And I want you to write down a list of things that you appreciate your body, okay? So what do you appreciate about your body? Does it allow you to walk the dog? Does it allow you to have fun in your kickboxing class? Does it allow you to actually carry in all of the groceries in one trip? What do you appreciate about your body, okay? So focusing on that versus scrutinizing or fixating on the weight changes is going to help you so much be able to cope with any weight changes, weight fluctuations that might happen. And I want you to rewrite this list anytime that you are feeling blah about your weight, okay? Always bring it back to that appreciation, and you'll feel just so much more uplifted and have such higher spirits when you do that. All right, our last and final tip here is to separate your self-worth. Guys, this one is huge. You are more than your body, okay? Let's say it again. You are more than your body, okay? So I want you to, again, go back to your journal, because I'm obsessed with that tool, and write a list of things that make you, okay? Characteristics about yourself. Are you kind? Are you smart? Are you compassionate? Are you driven? What makes you you? What are some of your characteristics? And then make that list and ask yourself, do any of those characteristics change with any sort of weight change or weight fluctuation? No, girlfriend, they don't. So just like you did with the body appreciation exercise, I want you to go back and rewrite that list of characteristics about yourself that do not change regardless of your weight, okay? And go back to that and rewrite those anytime you need. And remember, you're more than just your body. You're more than just a number on a scale, which we're not looking at because we ditched it, remember? You are more than your weight, girlfriend. So separate those two, okay? And make sure that you're separating your self-worth from your weight, because you're so much more than that. And that's it. Those are my 5 top tips on how to cope with weight change and intuitive eating, okay? So use those tips, put them into play, and if you're looking for more goodness on how to navigate this whole no food rule lifestyle, I will link in the notes the blog post for this video on the free ebook that I have that outlines my total roadmap to food freedom that I've put into play and that I use with all of my clients too, and they have seen such amazing success. Because girlfriend, you are worthy of living the life that you deserve to live. A life not confined by food rules, a life where you can eat what you want, when you want, without guilt, stress, or anxiety, and a life where you're okay with the normal weight fluctuations that we all experience, okay? So understand that they're normal, put these 5 tips into play, and let me know what you guys think of them. What tip do you think is gonna be most helpful for you? Let me know in the comments and how you're gonna put that tip into play. What are you going to do with these tips in order to help you handle those totally normal weight fluctuations that we all experience, okay? All right, girlfriend, I will see you next time.